Welcome to this tapping session on getting clear on your numbers. First, I just want to give you a high five for showing up to this tapping session because I know that getting clear on your numbers is not the sexiest topic for a tapping session, and getting clear on your numbers is not always the easiest thing, but that's why we're going to tap. So, getting clear on your numbers is one of the most important things that you can do to change your financial picture, because you don't know how to get to where you're going if you don't know where you're starting. So, getting clear on your numbers gives you that point A, and then you get to create a vision, which is your point B. So, this is the first step in getting you to the abundant future that is yours for the taking. So, congratulations on making it here. And if you feel some resistance, that's awesome, because we are going to tap on that today. So this tapping session is a little bit different because I am sharing a tapping session from a course that I did a couple of years ago. So this tapping session is extracted directly from that course. And I'm going to be doing this a little bit more moving forward, where I take some of the tapping sessions that I've done in a group, whether that's in a course or my membership or wherever, and just sharing them here on YouTube so that you can benefit as well. These sessions are really fun, and oftentimes it's just a little bit of a different energy because I'm with a live group. So all of that said, you'll notice that I'm wearing the same top, but it's not the same year, but you'll see my different hair, same top, and I will be back again to wrap up with you after the tapping session is over. All right, let's jump in. Enjoy the session. And this is going to be a short and sweet tapping session. Okay, so let's take a deep breath. You want to put your feet on the floor. Just get grounded wherever you are. Feel into that stomach crunching, that avoidance, that anxiety, that embarrassment in your body. Notice where it's living. Notice how big it is. If you want to give it a number on the 0 to 10 scale, you can do that. First number that comes to mind. And if you're in between numbers, always go with the higher number. And let's start tapping on the karate chop point. Even though there's all this anxiety and this desire to avoid looking at my numbers, and it's keeping me from getting clear on where I am right now. And it's keeping me from moving forward in a really powerful way. And there's a big part of me that doesn't want to let this anxiety go. Maybe because it's just really uncomfortable to look at the actual numbers. And maybe because if I look at it, then I might be called to change something. And that's really uncomfortable. And I really want to get to the bottom of this. And I want to love, honor, and acknowledge all of my parts, especially the ones that are feeling anxious, the ones that feel embarrassed, and the ones that would rather avoid this whole conversation and not even show up for it. I want to thank those parts for showing up today and doing the best that they can to keep me safe in the only way that they know how. And I want to send some extra love to these parts. And I want to let them know they are A-okay. And they are welcome at the money table today. Take a deep breath, shake out your hands. This stomach crunching. I don't want to look at my bank statement. No thanks. It's really uncomfortable. I mean, has my salary arrived yet? I don't even know. I need to pay this bill. I don't know how much money is in there. All this anxiousness, this feeling bad, this embarrassment, this crunch in my stomach. I don't want to look at any of this. It's also uncomfortable. But there are changes that I want to make in my financial life. And there's leveling up that I want to do. There's leveling up that I want to continue because I'm already leveling up. I mean, look, I'm here. There's expansion that I want. Financially, spiritually, emotionally, creatively, all these wants and desires that would just pull me out of my fucking comfort zone. I've already taken steps to expand. But let's be real, I'm fine right where I am. Yeah. This is my anxiety and I'm going to hang on to it. It's safer to stay small. Easier to not look. But not looking equals no expansion. Not looking equals staying right where I am financially. Not looking keeps me stuck. And I'm ready to move forward. There's part of me that's ready to look. That's ready to get real with myself. That wants to get clear. And that part of me knows that this process is uncomfortable by nature, by design. And that part of me, that bigger, wiser part of me, that's all about my expansion, knows that uncomfortability is part of the process. And that's okay. And feelings are going to be there. And that's okay too. It's safe to feel these feelings. This embarrassment, this anxiousness, whatever these emotions are, safe to feel them. And it's safe to let them go. Tapping into expansion. Expanding the parts of me that understand the process and are willing to move through the uncomfortability of it. The more I tap, the more willing I become. The stronger and braver I become. The more the courage inside of me expands and gets bigger. And as this courage expands, the part of me that's scared gets a little bit quieter. Tapping into confidence, tapping into curiosity, tapping into willingness. It's safe to feel any remaining resistance or fear, and it's safe to let it go now. From every cell in my body, just feeling that fear and anxiety drip off of my body, down into my feet, and into the floor beneath me, and into the earth beneath me. Tapping into, it's safe to get clear. It's safe to take action now. It's safe to look at my numbers. And it's safe to feel safe in my body right now. Tapping into peace, tapping into willingness, and tapping into curiosity. Shake out your hands, take a deep breath. Notice if the energy has shifted or changed for you. And just notice if there's a little bit more willingness, a little bit more curiosity, a little bit more courage that you've just tapped into so that you can go to your online bank statement and look at those numbers and see where you're starting. Remember, like, there's no good number, there's no bad number, there's just a number. Keep your kind scientist hat on as you move forward and do this more practical work. Let me know how it goes in the comments. And once you get that number, like, that's your starting point, right? That's your point A. You just made a huge step forward on your path to wealth. So congratulations. Give yourself a pat on the back and acknowledge yourself and just breathe into a little bit of pride because of what you just did and what you're accomplishing in your financial life. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel for more, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.